I'm going to go back. We started this class action in 2010, and it was certified while we were in Ottawa presenting to the TRC. After we made our presentation, it was actually certified the next day, and there's three classes in that certification, and I understand there's quite a few day scholars in Saskatchewan, so I'm welcoming the opportunity to actually come and present today. And also, the three classes, I'm going to go back to the three classes because after certification, we also have a court-ordered notice plan. One of those 140 schools in our certification, because there are 19 in Saskatchewan. That's part of the certification. So I'm going to go to the three notices. There's the survivor class action, which is the day scholars. So every day scholar who attended one of those residential schools of the 140 schools are in the certification, and you don't have to do anything. You're already in. And where the notice plan comes into effect is that if you want to opt out and do not want to give up your right to be included in this certification, then you have to sign an opt-out form. And you have until November 30th, 2015 to opt out. But if you want to stay in the class, in the certified class of the survivors, you don't have to do anything, and it's not going to cost you anything. You just have to do nothing and you're in. And then there's the descendant class. What was part of the certification is that every child of a day scholar is included in this certification. So the children, all the children of the day scholars are included in this certification, which is the descendant class, which includes legally adopted children, traditionally adopted children, and they don't have to do anything. They're included in the certification. The only part of the notice plan that affects them is that they want to opt out. If they want to opt out, they have until November 30th, 2015 to sign an opt-out form, then they'll be excluded from the certification. Then there's the band class, which affects the 140 schools across Canada. If the bands who have those schools
So right now, every day we're getting support, like Gary and I, throughout our whole province in Alberta and Saskatchewan. We have not touched base with Manitoba. We're traveling to Ontario. We did one presentation to the one of the top 10s. We have bands across Canada opting in every day. So I guess one of the things is, what is the benefit of opting into a class action?
those survivors have received their common experience payment. And Canada is saying, well, we want the money back, they could keep it. But the number one issue is the hearings aren't going to be allowed to happen, and that's very scary. So it's for your information, and if we could get quorum of the chiefs here today, I'm going to ask the speaker, if all possible, that we could do a procedural motion to direct the Assembly of First Nations to protect our interests of survivors right across the country, and mainly specifically in Saskatchewan. Because if we don't do nothing about it, our leadership are going to get the blame for it. Or else individuals like me that were involved in residential schools. So that's something that I bring to the forefront as information. I'm not a lawyer. We have many lawyers around, but the lawyer that I contacted, he was part of the settlement agreement, and he's got concerns and issues, and I truly believe we have to move forward and really check it out and make the Assembly of First Nations do some follow-up in protecting the survivors that haven't had their hearings at this point in time. So with that, I thank you very much. It's information, but if we could get a quorum from the chiefs, I'd like to do a procedural motion in regards to that.
Fond du Lac firefighters? Somebody raise the right hand. All right. Just give me 1 second here, gentlemen. Andre Bear, Cheryl Cheyenne Finday, are you in the facility? Not yet? No. Firefighters, we're going to head and honor you guys. Could you come to take your way to the front, please? Vice Chief Dezani, are you around? There he is. Vice Chief Dezani just got re-elected as Vice Chief PA Grand Council. Will be making the preliminary comments. Vice Chief? Fond du Lac firefighters, can you come up here, please? We're going to honor you guys, yeah? Like it or not, we're going to honor you guys, yeah? Okay? Okay, I'll call names and you report. Justin Mercredi. Justin Mercredi, Donovan Martin, Stephen Ray Mercredi, Derek Cook, Jerome McDonald, Georgie McDonald, and the late DJ Mercredi. I'm going to honor him posthumously. And these are the National Firefighting Champions 2015. That's national, guys. Give them a big hand. Chief Dezani, podium mic.
Masi, thank you. Ajanu tilsi di nuhlot in it award baralgis danil nasi National Firefighting Championship. They recognize Elia Dunzinige. Ya Philitan Nuhanu I masi nuhrusi. My name is, those of you that don't know me, my name is Joseph Desani, elected Vice Chief for the Prince Albert Grand Council. I want to acknowledge the elders, the senators that are here, the chiefs, the women, the youth that are here. Just a little history on the firefighting competition here. Fond du Lac has been successful in the last number of years in winning some of the provincial championships and the national firefighting competitions. Also in 2014, Fond du Lac Denisutine First Nation, the firefighters entered the fire power competition here in Saskatoon in 2004, and also Fire Fit Combat Challenge that is open to even with our white brothers and sisters. A big competition across Canada. They competed in that category 2 times. They were the top 3 in Canada in that time. The Fond du Lac firefighting started with training and practice back in 2003. I know Georgie, that's his main focus in the community of Fond du Lac. He takes really great pride in that field in Fond du Lac. So he started in 2013 training some of the young guys in Fond du Lac and working with them. They won the provincial championship, the Aboriginal Firefighting Association Canada, the provincial championship 9 times, and they won the national championship 6 times. So let's give them an applause for that. So just on behalf of the chief of the Fond du Lac Denisutine First Nation, on behalf of the Tribal Council as well with the Prince Albert Grand Council, I wanna bring into highlight, just a little bit of highlight. As a vice chief for my Tribal Council and across Canada as well, across this great province as well, there is a need. We need to do something regarding suicides. Just recently, October 14th, one of the guys here lost one of their teammates to suicide. We pretend to forget about it after the burial. We need to continue. It's a crisis that we have in Saskatchewan. A lot of problems is because of the drugs and alcohol in our communities. Right now, if you go into a liquor store, you can buy out that whole liquor store and nobody will question you where you're taking it. We have a problem with people selling booze on our communities. and selling it to our young ones in our communities. We need to do something. This province needs to do something. They need to change the liquor law that we have in Saskatchewan so our people can start healing, start on that healing journey. Our tribal council are going to push forward in dealing and see if we can change some of those laws here in Saskatchewan. So I pray, I know the families, I know the brothers that lost their loved one, DJ, his name was DJ. So we want to dedicate this championship to DJ Mercury, a young man who committed suicide just a couple of weeks ago. He was part of this team. He was part of a winning team. We have some athletes in our tribal council that won gold medal at the Saskatchewan First Nation somewhere in Winter Games. We lost those kids too. Something is not right. We try to provide something, but we keep losing our young ones, and it shouldn't be that way. So when we talk about real issues, we need to look at our youth and how healthy they are. If they're not healthy, we have a big problem. Those are the real issues, my friends, my family. So with that, I want to focus on the good things that happen with the firefighters now, and I want to call up Glenn Strong as well from Pointe Athabasca. They're going to present a gift to our firefighters. So if you guys want to honor them, give them a big round of applause. Let's do that now. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Prince Albert Grand Council, 2015 National Firefighter Championship, Fond du Lac de Nesultine First Nation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're going to do an honor song for you guys. As soon as the presentation is made, go at it, okay? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, hi, I'm Glenn Strong with Pointe Athabasca, and we wanted to honor the Fond du Lac firefighters for being the national champions for 2015. And so I'm just going to show you the bag that we've got for each and every one of them.
So on behalf of Pointe Athabasca and the companies in the north, we'll present the gifts, Glenn. And right after we're done, we'll do the honor song. Thank you.
You know, we have blankets, but they're just not in the building. Okay. Thank you. I just want to say what a powerful presentation. And on behalf of the FSIN, the 74 First Nations, our chiefs, our communities, our leadership, thank you for your hard work. And we're here to celebrate and honor. My love and prayers for the huge loss. When one hurts, we all hurt. So with that, these fine gentlemen, you look dashing in your uniforms, and I'm so proud to witness and honor such an event. And coming here with a powerful message, with drugs and alcohol being the number one killers of our youth, I acknowledge you bringing that message. Vice Chief Tassani, thank you for bringing that message. And I'll let the honor song, and if everyone can rise and honor and pray today.
The Crooked Lake honor song.
Please stand for the honor song. Two stops. Thank you very much. Another round of applause for our young heroes. And that's our style in Indian country in Saskatchewan. Honor our young people now while they can still appreciate it. Thank you very much, Vice Chief Dezani and the firefighters from Fond du Lac. I'm going to call Dr. John Hansen from U of S. If you are in the facility, we know what you look like, John. John Hansen, Dr. John Hansen from U of S. And our youth, Cheyenne Fine Day is here, but Andre Bear from Little Pine First Nation, the young gentleman you heard yesterday, is not going to be here till 11:45. The results that you people are anticipating, we're anticipating around 1 o'clock. Latest information that I got, so it's a matter of just waiting around, and we'll try and give you as much information as we can regarding our assembly. So if there are any events coming up, either in your community, in your tribal council, be it sports, cultural, or otherwise, please let us know. On November the 12th, at Dakota Dunes Casino, First Nations veterans are having a gala fundraiser, and tickets are available in the back in one of the booths. Okay, so you'll have to talk to the veterans regarding the sale of those tickets. November 13th, 14th, and 15th at Sask Place, annual FSIN powwow. November 13th, 14th, 15th. That's the FSIN annual powwow.
Interim Chief, are we going to announce the cancellation of or the postponement of?
So just bear with us momentarily. Okay, Dr. John Hansen is on his way down. Is there Don Burnstick or wannabe John Burnsticks in the audience? Play some round dance music, please, while we're waiting for Dr. John Hansen. Who's handling the music? Give me some Red Bull singers there, please. A little plug for Little Pine, if possible. The polls have been closed since 11 o'clock. So if you're thinking of voting, forget it. You have to wait for 3 years from now. Or 2 years, pardon me. There I go, changing the regulations already. Starting at 5 o'clock tonight, same building, up in the third or in the second floor. It's another gala event hosted by the Saskatoon Tribal Council, and that is their White Buffalo Youth Lodge fundraiser. And that's at 5 o'clock, so I think we have some people that are selling tickets still, so we'll let you know who they are. Another announcement, Toby Denemy, that's the slim fella standing to my left. TGD Training and Consulting, Construction Safety Officers, Health and Safety Administrator, National Designation, Saskatchewan Construction Safety Association. So you have all the accreditation there gathered, Toby. And that's from November 9th to the 27th at the Ramada in Saskatoon. So go to www.tgdtraining.ca to register. Or you're going to be around momentarily? Okay. If you have your young people that want to get into the construction careers industry, check with Toby here. Two minutes, Toby. Podium mic.
Hello. Thank you. So just a brief description of the Construction Safety Officer Program. It's a national designation for our First Nations to start to facilitate occupation and health back at their First Nations, develop a health and safety management program that will facilitate better working environments and give them that accreditation for a national designation. So it's really vital for our First Nations to utilize occupation and health safety, the grassroots. So if you're interested, please give me a call, or I'll be around somewhere in the audience. Thanks.
Thank you, Toby. So just hang around, Toby, and get some feelers from some of the leadership and some of the younger people. Oh, okay.
Continuing with our agenda, ladies and gentlemen, I'd call up Cheyenne Fine Day and Andre Bear to come up to the front and have a seat as we have an important recognition for our young people here this morning. Okay, we will get the honoring of our FSIN youth representatives underway, and I'll look to our interim chief to introduce this. And podium mic, interim chief Heather Bear.
Thank you. Good morning again. I wanted to say a special acknowledgement to all the youth in the room, to the audience. It is a distinct pleasure. It is an honor to take an opportunity and some time to celebrate our youth, to elevate our youth, our young people. A short time ago, in this very room, I witnessed an election, a process where the youth were involved. And I want to make a special acknowledgement to Vice Chief Dutch Leroy and his staff. I was so impressed by what I witnessed, and the youth, and they had a panel, their questions, their concerns, they're real, and it was an opportunity to hear their voice. And I'm so proud of the chiefs for promoting this. Chief O'Mani, I recall him speaking at the assembly or two ago about making sure our youth are included, the inclusion of our youth, promoting our youth, young people in leadership. They're already leaders. You know, don't wait for tomorrow to be a leader. You're already a leader today. So with that, it gives me a great pleasure on behalf of all the 74 First Nations, all the chiefs, all the leaders, everyone in Saskatchewan, all the youth, on behalf of all of us, I want to ask our youth, Andre Bear, to come and join us in the front, and along with Cheyenne Fine Day. She's our woman youth. So with that, I want to also point out there's balance in the house with the youth. So with that, let's give them a round of applause. And Crooked Lake, let's hear you celebrate through a victory or an honor song. Two push-ups.
Hey!
Once again, thanking our FSIN youth representatives. They'll be off sometime this year to meet with their counterparts from all across Canada in the AFN Youth Council meetings that will be happening in Ottawa as we move forward. At this time, we would again ask your indulgence for hearing a presentation from the University of Saskatchewan, Dr. John Hansen. What has happened is we had asked John to be here a little later in the day, and that's why he's not here, as well as we had planned this this informal agenda to start a little later than it has started. We hope that we could complete this agenda in time to hear the results of the election. So please bear with us at the front as we're trying to organize this as best we can.
While we're still honoring our youth, there's a gentleman from Cowessess First Nation. His name is Cadmus Delorme. Cad, where are you? Cadmus Delorme. Can somebody get Cadmus? Somebody from Crooked Lake, get Cadmus. I just wanted to introduce him.
We also want to recognize a couple of twins. These are twin brothers. They competed in the provincial cross-country championships. They're both from Pelican Lake.
Okay.
Justin came first, Austin came second.
And they are two brothers from Pelican Lake First Nation, Austin and Justin Bill. Provincial cross-country champions from Pelican Lake. I gather they're twin brothers. Okay, we're going to bring you to the front so people will have a look at you. The twins, please. Astam, can you hear now?
There they come. There they come. There's Cadmus in the back there too.
Come over here, twins. Yeah. Cadmus, just get over here for a second before we honor the twins here. That's Cadmus Delorme, the gentleman with the long hair here in a blue shirt. He's also head of the Students' Union at U of S in Regina campus. And he's also a traditional dancer. And I'm one of the guys that been bugging Cadmus to go professional in the golf circuit. He is a provincial golf champion, has made the Wellington Cup team for Saskatchewan on a couple of occasions. So I just wanted to recognize Cadmus for his golfing ability. And more importantly, he's also combining his athletic capacity with education. You can't get any better than that. Yeah. And again, Cadmus Delorme from Cowessess. Big hand for Cadmus. And two lookalikes are Austin and Justin Bill, provincial cross-country champion from Pelican Lake First Nation. Give him a big hand. Yeah.
Coming both first and second.
They came in, Justin came in first, and being a good twin brother, Austin came in second. Okay, so.
And we have a PowerPoint presentation.
And we have a PowerPoint presentation.
Who was born first?
Austin? Okay, Austin is the oldest of the twins by 8 minutes.
That's why he won first.
That's why he won first, yeah.
He won second.
Oh, he won second. Okay, sorry, guys, yeah. Same difference. Good job, you guys, yeah. And Crooked Lake, I will require another push-up once the PowerPoint is done, okay? And I purposely put Cadmus in there myself because us Indian people, if your name is not Cameron or Delorme, you're not really into the golfing scene, so I am into the golfing scene, so, and I wanted to really want to honor Cadmus for that. He's a great representative. He's a great man, considering he's some causes. The PowerPoint is on, so. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to restart it, and I'm going to get Ron to read it for you people, guys. This is pretty hard to read, yeah. Put your mic.
This is the results from the 2015 Cross Country Provincial Champions. They did it convincingly on the first lap. Justin Bill was in the lead and Austin Bill about 15th. After that, they were in the lead together by about 75 to 100 feet. It stayed that way for the rest of the race, and their lead was about 1 minute at the finish. They were never threatened that I could see. The starting line with the twins all set to run and compete in the Saskatchewan High School Cross Country Provincial Championships with runners from Saskatchewan. First lap. Second lap with Justin Bill in the lead, and Austin was just coasting in 15th place and always kept an eye on the leaders where he pushed and caught up at the first hill. Second lap. Third and final lap where the twins were side by side after the race. Justin told us that he kept telling Austin to stay with him and not to quit pushing. The final hill with Justin in the lead and his twin Austin pushing him. Coming to the finish line with Justin leading and Austin second, and the third place runner never threatened them at all. Just another 1-2 finish for their final race of the year. After this race, the boys stayed around for presentations, which took 2 hours, and then jumped into their sister's car and went back to play in their midget AAA game against Tisdale. Third lap. Finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, your provincial cross-country runners, Austin and Justin Bill.
Two push-ups, please, for our athletes, and that includes Cadmus. Just might mention that these two twins also play for the Beardies Blackhawks in the AAA midget. Please stand. Thank you, Crooked Lake. Thank you, Twins. Thank you, Cadmus. Thank you, Interim Chief. Give them another big hand, please. Yeah. Those are our future. They just happen to be great athletes. And they are students, as Cadmus is demonstrating. Yeah. And that's what we need. We need athletes, but we also need scholars. Yeah. Dr. John Hansen is here, and I just want to mention that he's not? Okay, them twins also, like I said earlier, also play hockey for the Beardies Blackhawk AAA Midget. Yeah, they're doing not too bad. You certainly may, Chief.
On behalf of the FSIN, of course, we'd like to extend our congratulations to Austin and Justin and Cadmus for going the distance and being champions for the young people of our nations. Thank you.
Okay, that kind of, while we're waiting for Dr. John Hansen, and my understanding he's not here yet, I was going to momentarily adjourn this part of the assembly, waiting the outcome of the election results, which will be another half hour, maybe? Half hour, give us, and these are estimates, so seeing that we've been on Indian time, I said a half hour, let's give it an hour. So that should give you time to, it's 12 o'clock now. We'll play some more music, and like I said, you know, the call is up there to the floor. If there are any Don Burnsticks, wannabes, whatever, anybody from Crooked Lake want to come up here and, no? No? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll play music, and we'll momentarily adjourn this portion till the results of our election are available to us. Thank you very much. Acceptama.
May I have your attention, please? Anybody that bought tickets for the veterans vests, the numbers are drawn and the numbers are back on the table, so go and check your numbers, please. Thank you very much. Wow.
Strong, are you with us? All right, fellas, in your travel, come on up.
We're just about in the process of reconvening our assembly. Just for your information that most of you people were upstairs in the upper level voting. We did not have an order of the day. So rather than that, we provided information on residential school survivors. We also honored 3 youth. We also honored the Fond du Lac Fire Department, who were national champions. National, that's Canada, out of Fond du Lac. Okay, so we did a lot of honoring this morning, but in particular, I just want to mention them twins. Very, very impressive. The Bill twins, Austin and Justin, provincial cross-country champions from little old Chittick Lake. Okay? Not only that, they're high school students and playing hockey for Beardy's Midget AAA Blackhawks. Okay? From the Blackhawks to Major Junior, who knows? Might see them on TV. And yeah, so we honored, along with Cadmus Delorme, one of our premier golfers, Indian or non-Indian. Cadmus, are you still in the crowd? Cadmus Delorme, provincial men's golf champion. And I say that with pride because he beat me up a few times, yeah, including the gentleman from Sturgeon Lake that'll give me the smiles out there, yeah. So that was a great ceremony this morning that you missed out, that we honored our youth and honor them now, including Rocky Redwood, one of our veterans. Rocky, you still around? Rocky Redwood, we honored him yesterday and the veterans did so. Thank you for being patient with us. I know it's Indian time and whatnot, but they're doing the tabulation of the ballots, and they're doing it manually. Am I correct, Interim Chief? Yes. So that'll take a little bit of time, over 900 ballots to be counted manually. And you know how it is in your communities. Stay there till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, so this won't take that long, okay, hopefully. So as soon as the results are tabulated, double-checked and whatever, and our officials are here, we'll turn over the process to them. John Hansen. Okay. All right. We do have, like I said, we're reconvening our assembly, and it's most of it is information. I'm going to get Interim Chief to introduce our next speaker.
Good afternoon. If I can get everyone's attention, at this time, one of our guests, I'd like to introduce him as my friend and a friend of the academics, a friend of our people, certainly a role model, university, a Dr. John Hansen, doctor in sociology. And I just wanted to, throughout time, we go to school, university together, or we've gone to university together, and then, your journeys, you start traveling out on your own. So we just reconnected a short while ago. John is an author, and I'm very proud of his recent book in terms of, and I'll let him introduce that to you, but he has some really good insight, strong insight on Indigenous people in the urban, in our urban communities. A lot of our people are in the urban centers. We want to acknowledge that. We have academics here, and I also wanted to welcome him on behalf of all our people to give us his story and share with us what he's learned. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, chiefs, elders, everyone, let's give him a round of applause and give him a nice FSIN greeting.
Yes, hello everybody. It's good to be here. Tensei, Mino, Gizigao. It's a good day out here. I'm from Opaskwayak Cree Nation. I'm a member of OCN, and it's up in northern Manitoba. It's the Swampy Cree people, or the Omeshgegoak is where I come from. And I'm really pleased to be invited here because I went to university with Rob, Cody, and Heather. Back in the 1990s, I went to the Saskatchewan Indian Federated College, which is now the First Nations University of Canada. And we were on teacher training together. Me and Rob, we were always partnered off to go and teach together in the schools. And it's really good that I ran into Rob and he invited me to give a little talk about my recent book here. And so, you know, I have a lot of good memories of Rob and Heather. We all went to SIFC, and that's one of the things that I would like to mention about the Indigenous youth. When I went to school, it was very challenging. I did not do well in high school at all. I was pretty much school underachiever in high school, but it changed as I got into adult education. I went to the University of Brandon, and then I went to SIFC. And a lot of the youth, the Indigenous youth, they do many of us, we do poorly during our early grade school and then on to secondary high school. But then many of us, we actually seem to excel when we get to university, and particularly with those university programs that are based not on Western teaching. So when you have Indigenous education programs that are based on Indigenous cultural values, understandings, and teachings, then you produce a lot of graduates that have made big contributions to their communities and to society. And so I would just like to acknowledge that I think FSIN played a major role in my development, and now I'm a professor at the University of Saskatchewan. I teach in sociology department. My area is Indigenous justice, and one of the scholars that I have been influenced in is actually Patricia Monteur, and she was a Mohawk scholar, and she used to have the position I had, but she passed on. And so with this book, I wanted to talk about this book. It's called Urban Indigenous People, Stories of Healing in the City. I wrote this book. I co-authored it with my wife, Rose Ant Sannon. She's a member of Lac Brochet First Nation up in northern Manitoba. We both came from the north, and she speaks her first language, the Dene, very fluently. She didn't understand English until she went to kindergarten. That was where she first heard English. And so Rose and I, we both wrote this book, and I think she should be here, but she was parking the vehicle. But she might show up, yeah. But I'll give you some of the purpose of this book. I don't even think I could read it from here, but the purpose of this book is to explore the ways in which Indigenous peoples are healing in the city. And a lot of these ways of healing are, again, based on services that are provided for the urban Indigenous people. The participants that we interviewed participants, and we asked them questions. And these participants, they utilized the services of the Aboriginal Friendship Center. And they had a lot of good things to say about the Aboriginal Friendship Center, the cultural programs that it provides, the meal programs, the powwows that are going on there, and just a feeling of being part of a community where they are not judged. And they really like the Friendship Center here in Saskatoon. And the other research site was with the youth. The youth were at the White Buffalo Youth Lodge, and at that lodge, what they do is they deal in a restorative justice way, or for our people, justice is not so much about punishing people that do wrong things, but it's more about repairing harm. It's about healing of the victims, the offenders, and the entire community. And so the White Buffalo Youth Lodge, I interviewed the Indigenous youth justice workers over there as well. And and the youth, they can find ways of healing through that. What happened to the PowerPoint? Oh. Okay. Right here, this is a traditional picture of justice. You know, when the Europeans arrived, they thought that Indigenous peoples, they had no justice system. They thought we had no laws. They thought we had no order. They thought that our societies were lacking in a lot of institutions such as justice and education. However, the reason why they didn't think that we had a justice system is because they did not see any police, they did not see any courtrooms, they did not see any prisons or jails. And so they had a different way of doing justice, and their way of doing justice was by including the entire community. There was no hierarchy in the justice process. There was not some judge sitting at the top of a hierarchy and a lawyer and a prosecutor just underneath. It was the whole community that was involved in the justice process. So when somebody did something wrong in the society, the people came together and they found out a way to deal with it, and they would bring the victims, offenders, and the people together. And the old people up in Opaskwayak Cree Nation, they said that as a last resort, if somebody consistently did wrong things, they would be banished. And there's a picture of this guy, and on that picture, you may not see him, but there is a picture of a banished person who the community told he needs to heal. But the old people, they said it really wasn't about punishment. They said he had to go on a healing journey, and the community would welcome him back once he found his spirituality and became a whole person again. Yeah. And so how much time do I got?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, so anyway, with this book on urban Indigenous peoples, I just wanted to make note that the urban Indigenous population is growing, and it's continuing to grow, and urban Indigenous peoples are not going away. And nowadays, at the University of Saskatchewan, for example, they have indigenization of the university, where you want more indigenized programs, Indigenous students, and you just want more Indigenous social exclusion. And so this, I think Heather has a very important portfolio. She told me that her portfolio is urban. One of them is urban areas, and nowadays more people are moving into urban areas that live on the First Nations reserves. According to these participants, the reasons why they go to the city is because they're searching for opportunities. These cities are places where they see other possibilities, where they can go to university and they can just access different programs that they see are not available in their communities. So there is a growing move of urbanization among Indigenous people, and it's not just in Saskatchewan and Manitoba and Alberta, but actually all over the world, people are becoming increasingly urbanized, moving to cities. So we need to take our identities from the reserves, and they say that these identities are not, you don't lose your identity when you leave the reserve, that you can bring your cultural traditions to the city, and you can bring your teachings to the city, and you bring your identities and your communities to the city. So that's what they say, that they're not as if you can't transport your identity, because you can keep your identity whether you go. When I moved to the city, I still knew that I was an Omeshgegowak, a Swampy Cree person. Although my dad is from Denmark, that's why I have a last name Hansen. My mom is right from Swampy Cree Nation. So anyway, I think that there's not a lot of time for me. They just asked me to come and give a quick talk, and I think, you know, I really appreciate your time and listening to this book. You know, it's been, if there's any questions or...
We'll have you back again.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Big hand for John Hanson, Dr. John Hanson. That was a quick Urban Indian Justice 101. And we'll have some comments by Interim Chief Heather Bear.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to acknowledge all our urban people in the cities, in the towns, in the rural areas, and remember your treaties are portable. So, and knowing and understanding that our leadership, FSIN, we do have concerns of our people in the cities, and we're looking to do more work there and in the pursuit of healing, education, and justice. Thank you. With that, Mr. Speaker, I turn it back to you.
Thank you, Interim Chief Heather Bear. Thank you again, John Hanson. We are now calling the election officials. So just, if I may, have a little bit of authority here at the chair. If you would get some control with your emotions or your joyous when the results are declared. I will now, it gives me great pleasure to turn over the podium mic to our electoral officer and her officials, Toby Pascal.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm pleased to be here for the 2015 Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations election results I'll be delivering shortly. Before I deliver them, though, I want to thank the team behind me, the Credentials Committee, the scrutineers, the senators, and the veterans and the elders who observed the official count. I can assure you every ballot was looked at and was counted. If it was a good ballot, it was counted. If it was a ballot that was bad, it was discarded. So I just want to congratulate my team behind me. They did an awesome job. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to announce the results from third vice, of course, third, second, first, and chief, in that order, okay? So beginning with third vice chief, as we only have the one candidate, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Edward Dutch Leroy as coming in as the third vice chief in acclamation. I don't know where he is. Okay, now the results for the second vice chief. I will read the results as they appear on the ballot in alphabetical order by surname. Okay? Okay, Rod Achinam. First of all, before I do that, I forgot. Number of eligible voters was 999, okay? Number of ballots cast was 937, and we had 6 rejected, okay? Rod Achinam, 246. Guy Lone Child, 243. Bob Morasti, 441. I congratulate Mr. Bob Morasti for the office of second vice chief. Okay. Now for first vice chief, we had one candidate, and I want to congratulate Mrs. Kimberly Jonathan, being acclamation for the first vice chief position. Congratulations, Kimberly. Now, office of the chief, 999 eligible voters, 937 votes cast, and we had 4 spoiled or rejected. Again, in alphabetical order, I will announce the results. Helen Ben, 105. Bobby Cameron, 758. Leo Omani, 69. I want to congratulate Mr. Bobby Cameron for the position of Chief of the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations.
You need a motion to destroy the ballot.
Yep. Could I have a motion from the floor to go ahead and destroy the ballots?
Mover and a seconder, moved by Chief Clarence Bellegarde.
And seconder by?
Seconder, Chief Larry A. Hennekiel.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to swear them in.
Those ballots will be kept for 60 days, I gather, Toby? Whatever, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We will now
Here's the.
proceed with the swearing-in ceremony. That'll include
I have Ron Rosebluff and Bill Stronger. Senators? You will stand there. Let's hang around there, okay?
Yeah, we need to stick it, okay.
I will request fourth vice chief, third, oh, I'm sorry, the third vice chief, Dutch Edward Leroy, second vice chief elect, Bobby
Okay.
Morasti, FSIN elect chief, Bobby Cameron. We need you up here. Oh, I'm sorry, Kim Jonathan, first vice, acclaimed. I request the new executive members, the elect acclaimed, to be here. We are going to swear you in. Senator Ron Rosebluff, Senator Bill Strongarm. We need you up here for the swearing in. And they're both here. Ron is the curly-haired senator, and Bill is the white-haired senator. So, and we'll be accompanied by our legal advisors. May I have all these successful candidates, acclaimed or elected, to the front, please. You can congratulate them later, my friends. Acclaimed and elected executive, to the front, please. That's my second call. FSIN elect chief, Bobby Cameron. Astam. Manista is here. First vice chief, Kim Jonathan is here. Second vice chief, Bobby Morasti. I have the executive here. We are going to swear you in. And then we are going to put you to work. Semak. I want the executive to the front, please, so we can do the proper thing. We got to swear you in. You can congratulate them later. Further note of information, the other candidates for second vice and FSIN, elected candidates. You will also be given the opportunity to say a few words. I have the executive. We are going to do the swearing in. And then we'll do the partying after, okay? Senators, Ron Rosebluff, Bill Strongarm, podium mic.
Okay, do I
We've
start?
got Mr. Leroy, right? That one's first.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have here Mr. Robert Morasti, right? So that's,
Which ones did I do?
you're going to do Mr. Dutch.
Yeah.
And you're going to do them all, aren't you?
I have to do.
Podium mic, Senators.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Ron Rosebluff, Senator for the FSIN. And today I will be swearing in Laura. Let me read with you. Yeah, I'll read this out and read after.
Okay.
I, Edward Dutch Laura, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear the true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations.
I, Edward Dutch Leroy, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations.
That I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN, and further that I will truly and faithfully.
And that I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN, and further that I will truly and faithfully, and
to the best of my skills and knowledge,
and
execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
And to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
I understand and agree that my action as a member of the FSIN Executive and governed by the FSIN Convention.
I understand and agree that my actions as a member of the FSIN Executive are governed by the FSIN Convention.
The Convention Act and all other legislations passed by the Chiefs and Assembly has evidenced by me voluntarily execution of the waiver of liability indemnity agreement.
The Convention Act and all other legislation passed by the Chiefs and Assembly, as evidenced by my voluntary execution of the waiver of liability and indemnity agreement.
I, Edward Dutch Leroy, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN Executive, and further, that I have removed myself from any conflicts of interest for the duration of my term as office as a member of the FSIN Executive, and that I agree to First Nations protocol concerning political affiliation.
I, Edward Dutch Leroy, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN Executive, and further, that I have removed myself from any conflicts of interest for the duration of my term of office as a member of the FSIN Executive, and that I adhere to First Nations protocol concerning political affiliation.
Finally, bearing any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstances, I, Edward Dutch Leroy, undertake to serve the full term of the office to which I have been elected and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
Finally, barring any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstances, I, Edward Dutch Leroy, undertake to serve the full term of office to which I have been elected and will not do anything that will disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present you with the Chief Edward Dutch Leroy.
Thank you.
Are you going to go with Robert Morasti? Okay.
Next is the second vice, and that'll be conducted by Senator Strongarm. Am I correct?
You got to sign that?
Podium mic.
Where's that lady? Okay.
Thank you, members of the Assembly. My name is Bill Strongarm. I'm from the Coactus First Nation, also a member of the Touch of Agency Tribal Council. So I'm going to do an oath of office with Second Vice Chief Robert Morasti. Robert, could you come up here and repeat after me? I, Robert Morasti, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, and I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN.
I, Robert Morasti, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, FSIN, that I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN.
And to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolved upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
Where are we? Yeah. And further, that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive. I understand and agree that my actions as a member of the FSIN Executive are governed by the FSIN Convention Act. The Convention Act and all together legislation passed by the Chiefs in Assembly, as evidenced by my voluntary execution of the Waiver of Liability and Indemnity Act.
A declaration of qualification. I, Robert Morasti, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN Executive, and further that I have removed myself from any conflicts of interest from the duration of my term of office as a member of the FSIN Executive, and that I adhere to the First Nation protocol governing political affiliation.
I, Robert Morasti, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN Executive, and further, that I have removed myself from any conflicts of interest for the duration of my term of office as a member of the FSIN Executive, and that I adhere to the First Nations protocol concerning political affiliation.
A declaration to serve full term of office. Finally, barring any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstances, I, Robert Morasti, undertake to serve the full term of the office to which I have been elected and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I will hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
Finally, barring any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstance, I, Robert Morasti, undertake to serve the full term of office to which I've been elected and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet the undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
I think that's it.
We both don't know what our sign here. Lend me your glasses. Which one is it there?
The executive member.
Thank you.
I hereby introduce to the second Vice Chief of the Federation of Saskatchewan, Robert Morassi. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Rosebluff again to do the youth for first Vice Chief. Senator, podium mic.
This is out. This is only the four one. Should only have three. I think. What's her name? Kim Jonathan. Where is Kim Jonathan?
Are you missing something?
Yeah, we're missing one. Kim Jonathan. Where's her lawyer?
Call Kim.
Kim Stonechild to the podium. We are short a document. Kim Stonechild.
No, there's nothing here.
Which one? While we're searching the document, the press is here, so just give us a little bit of time. While I have the opportunity, I want to inform you people, we're going to put the pipes down. People that want to join us in the elders' room, we're going to put the pipes down, and we'll carry on as such. I know we said earlier that we wouldn't do that till all the ceremony is done, but we are going to put the pipes down. So, Cheyenne Finday, please come to the front. Cheyenne Finday.
my name is Ron Rosebluff from the Muscopetings First Nation, Senator of the FSIN, and I will call Kimberly Jonathan. How are you, girl?
Good, thank you.
Okay. I, Kimberly Jonathan, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear the true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, and that I will adhere to the laws, customs, traditions of the FSIN. Can you repeat after me?
I, Kimberly Jonathan, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, that I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN.
And further, that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
And further, that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
I understand and agree that my actions as a member of the FSIN Executive are governed by the FSIN Convention, the Convention Act, and legislation passed by the Chiefs and Assembly as evidence to my voluntary execution of the waiver
and liability of indemnity agreement.
I understand and agree that my actions as a member of the FSIN Executive are governed by the FSIN Convention and the Convention Act, and all other legislation passed by the Chiefs in Assembly as evidence in my voluntary execution of the waiver of liability and indemnity agreement.
I, Kimberly Jonathan, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN Executive, and further, that I have removed myself from the conflicts of interest for the duration of my term as office as a member of the FSIN Executive, and that I adhere to First Nations protocol concerning political affiliation.
I, Kimberly Jonathan, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of FSIN Executive, and further that I have removed myself from any conflicts of interest for the duration of my term of office as a member of FSIN Executive, and I adhere to the First Nation protocol concerning the political affiliation.
Finally, barring any unforeseen extraordinary circumstances, I, Kimberly Jonathan, undertake to serve the full term of the office to which I have been elected, and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled. Yeah.
Finally, barring any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstances, I, Kimberly Jonathan, undertake to serve the full term of the office to which I have been elected, and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Kimberly Jonathan of the FSIN Executive. Something like that. I forgot what office.
Something like that. It's awesome, Senator. Thank you.
We'll now have Senator Bill Strongarm do the oath for our new elected chief, Bobby Cameron.
Before I start, I just want to thank the people for being part of this great celebration that we have, a momentum occasion where we're putting forth our leaders for the next few years, and these are great leaders. So I'm glad to be part of this ceremony where we're swearing in our chief. So we'll do the swearing in now. I, Bobby Cameron, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nation, that I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN, and further, I will truly and faithfully, to my best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
I, Bobby Cameron, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, that I will adhere to the laws, customs, and traditions of the FSIN, and further, that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute and perform the duties that devolve upon me as a member of the FSIN Executive.
I understand and agree that my actions as a member of the FSIN Executive are governed by the FSIN Convention, the Convention Act, and other legislative passed by the chiefs in the Assembly, as evidenced by the voluntary execution and waiver of liability and indemnity agreement.
I understand and agree that my actions as a member of the FSIN executive are governed by the FSIN Convention, the Convention Act, and all other legislation passed by the Chiefs in Assembly, as evidenced by my voluntary execution of the waiver of liability and indemnity agreement.
We're going to the next stage, the declaration of qualifications. I, Bobby Cameron, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN executive, and further that I have removed myself from any conflict of interest for the duration of my term of office as a member of the FSIN executive, and that I adhere to the First Nation protocol concerning political affiliation.
I, Bobby Cameron, do declare and testify that I am, according to the laws of the FSIN, qualified to be elected as a member of the FSIN executive, and further that I have removed myself from any conflicts of interest for the duration of my term of office as a member of the FSIN executive, and that I adhere to First Nation protocol concerning political affiliation.
And finally, barring any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstances, I, Bobby Cameron, undertake to serve the full term of the office to which I have been elected, and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
Finally, barring any unforeseen or extraordinary circumstances, I, Bobby Cameron, undertake to serve the full term of the office to which I have been elected, and will not do anything that would disqualify me from holding this office. If I should fail to meet this undertaking, I hereby forfeit any benefits to which I may otherwise be entitled.
I present you our next chief for next term, Bobby Cameron.
Thank you. Thank you, Senators. We will now, pardon me, present the blankets to our new executive. And the speeches will come after our rookie. Here, I need what, 2 push-ups? Whatever, yeah. The honor song. The blankets will be presented to our new executive. It's part of our protocol process. Once they get their blankets, our executive, the honor song will kick in. Two, eh? 2 stops? Huh? Two stops. Crooked Lake. Before push-ups then. Once that's done, I am requesting the presence of the unsuccessful candidates for second vice. If you would like to speak, we are going to give you that opportunity. That's our whole protocol, our whole democratic process that we as Indian people exercise. Rod Atchingham, Guy Lonechild, please make yourselves available here so we can hear from you people if you want. as well as Helen Ben and Chief Leo Omani. We are going to give you the opportunity to speak to the audience as well, delegation. Okay, third vice chief, been draped to the blanket. Crooked Lake, all yours. 4 push-ups, please. Please stand. That is, thank you, Crooked Lake. That's your new executive, Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations. Give them a big hand. And wish them a lot of luck. They're going to need it because we're going to put them to work. We will now allow the unsuccessful candidates an opportunity to, if you want to come up. Rod Etchenham. I've seen Rod earlier. Second call for Rod Etchenham. Third call, Rod Atchingham. I don't see Rod Atchingham anywhere. Guy Lonechild. First call for Guy Lonechild, if you want to come and talk, Guy. Or speak, rather. Second call, Guy Lonechild. Third call, Guy Lonechild. Both unsuccessful candidates for chief, I see them. I will ask now for Helen Ben, please. Helen? Yeah. The Assembly will recognize unsuccessful candidate for FSIN Chief Helen. Podium mic.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank the Creator. We don't know what the Creator's will is, but we just do His will, and we accept it. I'd also like to thank my family. They stood beside me. I appreciate their help, and I love them. My nominator and my seconder, Chief Ed Henderson, Chief Lene Coos, thank you. You stood beside me, and for that, I am very, very grateful. My Chief and Council, Makwasagayan First Nation, and of course, my community, thank you. My team who worked so hard. We didn't have a lot of money, we didn't have a lot of flash, but we worked hard. We ran a good grassroots campaign. The ribbons that we offered to you, those are for murdered and missing Aboriginal women. I need you to keep those people in mind. And chiefs and council members, delegates, I thank you for your help. I thank you for your support. It's been a wonderful journey. I met lots of people, made lots of friends, and it was a really nice journey. I went to your home fires, your communities, and I really appreciated it. Like I said, it was like stepping into home. We need to make sure this FSIN organization runs right. We need to make sure that we do what we need to do for our homes, our children, these wonderful youth that are standing right here. We have to do that. We have to continue working hard for them. There has to be accountability and transparency. Those have to be the hallmarks of what we do. Like I say, there's no shame in running a good campaign, a grassroots campaign. I thank you. Miigwech. Hi, hi.
Thank you, Helen Ben.
Thank you.
From Makwa, Sakakan. Hey, Helen. Nice lady. Chief. Yeah. Thank you to Chief Henderson, Montreal Lake Cree Nation Chief, the nominator. Good people, both of them. I see Chief Leo, and I mentioned that Chief Leo Omani, Wapayton. Podium mic, Chief.
Ohami ta question pidam hado. Naskum now kakio kistuamam. Thank all of you also for having participated in this process. One thing about me, I'm like an old Timex. I can take a licking, but I can keep on ticking. I want to thank my nominator, Chief Todd Pagan, and as well as my seconder, Chief Ian Mackay. But when you think about what had really happened here, we may not have had the numbers, but we opened the doors for our First Nations, not only within Saskatchewan, but within Canada. Nation to nation. I really want to thank my campaign team. They really, really worked hard. The Dieter family, as well as my own children, and all the other ones that volunteered, and especially my son-in-law, Dwayne Sanderson, drove with me day and night, sometimes putting 12 to 14-hour days, having covered the province of Saskatchewan. I really, truly, truly thank him. But it's not I who lost, because I am still boss. I want to thank our membership of Wahpeton Dakota Nation for having given me the opportunity to run for this position. Yes, I did get recruited. The first thing that happened was one of my members, when they found out I was going to run, he says, "Well, I hope you lose. We need you here." So, we'll be around. And the future does look good for Wahpeton. And to the new chief and the executive, with this concept that I put forward, nation to nation, don't drop the ball. Pau, pidamaedo, naskap now.
Thank you, Chief Omani. Great speech, great speech. While I have the opportunity here, I'd like to thank our electoral officer, Toby Pascal, and her team. Toby, where's your, okay. Give him a round of applause. That's a big, big, big job. Right now, we will recognize Vice Chief or Interim Chief. Vice Chief Heather Bear. I'll get that right yet. Sorry about that. Vice Chief Heather Bear. Vice Chief, podium mic.
Thank you. Wow, it is a distinct honor and a privilege to congratulate my colleagues, our Chief, Bobby Cameron, Vice Chief, Kim Jonathan, Vice Chief Dutch Lara, Vice Chief Bob Morasti. To the Assembly, thank you. Our house is full. We're together now, and I want to congratulate and just say this, just for a message that we can take from here, these rooms. You heard Helen Ben speak for our children. You heard Chief Omani. You know, those are very strong contenders, and they're the people that make us work hard. And, you know, up here today, we have 4 head people. We have a chief. And even though there wasn't support for one, together we represent all the people. The collective view, we respect We represent all of you. So no nation in Saskatchewan or anywhere in your territories shall ever feel left out. And if you do, you need to speak. My friends, our young people, our children are watching us all the time. They're learning, they're growing. And you know, we need to do our own in-house unity work. Unity work. We can't take you where we haven't been. So as a fourth vice chief of this federation, I pledge my will to work hard in unity. One arrow is weak, but together we're all strong. I will pledge that for the people because I know how it is and I want to make things better. And the work we do here at this level needs to translate on the ground. Congratulations. Kachimegwech, Nanaskaman. Hi, hi.
Thank you very much, Vice Chief. Now that we got that preliminary stuff over with, and prior to our my engaging Crooked Lake to lead us home, I'm going to go by in order, starting with third vice, first vice, and then eventually Bobby. Well, I have the, just give me 1 second, Nisto. As your speaker, I have a little problem sometimes with protocol. Pardon me all the hell for that, okay? I'm still, a lot of you people still call me OC. I'm the speaker of this house, all right? I don't mind that. A couple of gentlemen that are ahead of me as our leaders, Dutch, Laura, it's my Nisto. Sometimes you'll hear me saying that Nisto. My protocol kind of escapes me. It's the Indian in me. Never mind the Scotch. The other one is newly elected chief, Bobby Cameron, who is my own nephew. As the head of the Camerons, I am still the boss. Is my wife around? But Bobby, as the new elected chief, I have to respect that protocol. Even though like I said, I am the oldest of the Cameron clan, so, and whatnot. Of course, our new second vice chief, Bobby, I call him Bobby Marasti. I think really technically we should call him Robert. And we'll try and maintain my protocol. Sometimes it'll escape me, so I apologize prior to that. So with that, you have my apology. That's the only apology I'm going to relay today. Third Vice Chief, Ed Dutch-Lara. Yeah. Third. I said third.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. Good afternoon, knowledge keepers, youth, veterans, senators, chiefs, councilors, delegates, champions in our community. I want to start by thanking the Creator for giving us this day to come together, put our governance to work, and come out in a unified manner. I want to thank the elders for the prayers that we had this morning and this afternoon. I want to thank our Grumbrew group from the Crooked Lake Agency area for the wonderful songs. This is our way. Folks, friends, relatives, I'm deeply honored once again and grateful to serve as your third vice chief for the next 3 years. I want to acknowledge all of the candidates that ran, and I want to congratulate the winners of not only the chief, but the vice chief's position as well. I want to say as well, as your vice chief, that I'm committed to collectively advancing our common agenda. Everything we do starts in the community and it makes its way back to the community. And that's That's what our elders tell us. That's where we're going. And that's my commitment, is to continue to work to that point. And while we have much to be thankful for, we have many challenges in our community. We all recognize that. The good speeches yesterday identified those challenges. So we are here to support. We are here to advocate movements, organizations, and people's movements like our Treaty 4 movement, our Treaty 6 movement, our Treaties 1 through 11 people's movement. That is taking our treaties and moving it to the next level. And while, as some candidates said yesterday, we have many court cases that support our position of inherent and treaty rights, we have to find a way, as your executive, as your political organization, to advance those to our benefit. So that is the challenge that we will face, is not only looking forward, but also looking back towards what our forefathers have left for us. I want to acknowledge all of our ceremonial folks. Ceremony is very important, not only to me, but to the path that I am on, as many of you are. Our lodge keepers, our healers, our sun dancers, keepers of our sacred ceremonies, year in, year out, keeping our communities safe and healthy. I commit to continuing on that road. Pray for our communities. Pray for our organization. I want to support the missing and murdered women. I will continue to do that. As I was raised by my mom, and some of you from the Crooked Lake Agency will probably remember her. And she was a single mom. And while she's here, I know she's here in spirit, I want to thank my many moms that have stepped forward to take her place in the last 9 years. They've adopted me and they've taken me into their families, starting with the late Carol Sanderson, Senators Matilda Lewis, who is currently in the hospital, Elma DeLorme, Virginia Pachowis, Sarah Ballantyne from Stanley Mission, Thelma Daniels from Mistawasis. Thank you all, my adopted families, and there are many, the Birds, the Hardlots, Charles and Roberts from LaRange, McIntyres from Pachinak, Weenies, Badgers, Chamakeses, Assoons, Pellies, Papaquashes, and more. Thank you all for bringing me into your family. I pledge to continue the work that you have seen me do for the last number of years. And I pledge to be there when needed, when required. And certainly, last but not least, I want to acknowledge my partner, Janice, who's been with me for a number of years now, but continues to support and keep the home fires. And Janice, thank you for being there along with my family as well. I'm a team player, always have been, always will be. And I commit to you to continue the work that needs to be done, both at the local, at the regional, national, and international levels. I'll play my part. And we do have some work to do as an executive, and I'm committed to do that. And I'm committed to support our new chief, our vice chief, and as a team, as Heather had said. So again, folks, thank you again for your support. Look forward to coming to your communities soon, and look forward to that working relationship of our proud Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations. Ego se, aho.
Thank you, Third Vice Chief. Now we look to our second vice chief, newly elected, Robert Mirasti.
Kumagantik, tatam skat na wow, samida naskumon piwi. Tapogita mag. Naskumaw kumutaw ino mo agis miyugis sigag. Pagsimuan ista kamutagoti kakyo. Naskumaw minakite ka pigagi smut segota. Spogana ka upnat sig. Ugota ugamo nagamuino akwisto kana pinagamo sig. Naskup na. My relatives, I thank you for your support today. I am overwhelmed. I embrace this honor to serve you. I embrace these challenges. I fully, as I said to you, I will work hard. I will roll my sleeves up for the next 2 years now with my team, this executive, and we'll work hard for you. We'll serve our people. My relatives, I share with you a little funny I heard the other night. Comes from a good old friend of mine. He's Grand Chief Ron Michel at the PAGC Tribal Council. He was speaking and he said, you know, he said, I've worked 34 years for my people, he said, and I always speak from the heart, he said. What I don't tell people is that I can't see that paper. I got to speak from the heart, he said. So my relatives, I could tell you that I will always speak from the heart and I will always speak the truth because that's important. That's important to our people to know and understand each other and to communicate well, because we all sit in this room to serve our people. We all want the best for our people. And we as a new executive here will work as a team to serve our people, because that is what we need to do. We heard all of you loud and clear. I heard from you, all the people that I went out there and talked to. I met some old friends. I made a whole pile of new friends. And those people that traveled with me, those other candidates, I have nothing but respect and admiration for you, because we became family as we traveled over the last few months. We became family and we respected each other. And that is our way. That is our way, so we can show that, you know, our traditions are important. My relatives, we are a very resilient people, like I said yesterday. Our traditions are very powerful. If we are grounded in our teachings, those things, we will always prevail. Sagitoin, miupikskwewen, miwakutoin, and yes, we chitoin. That was a big word that I used all the time. Around this square circle, with all our leaders and all of us, we chitoin is powerful because we have 74 First Nations collectively sitting around this table. It's amazing what we can achieve as we work together and help each other and share ideas. And we use that as political leverage to get us meetings with the governments to meet the needs of our people. My relatives, I thank you. I know we have a lot of work to do. We heard that loud and clear, and we will do that. We'll roll up our sleeves as a team. And yes, we will hold each other accountable, because that's what it's going to take. We will hold each other accountable. And we will work hard to meet our needs of our people, to serve our communities. My relatives, there's a lot of people I must thank. First of all, all of you, for believing in me. For believing in me. I believe it's important that each of us should step to the plate to serve our people. And I've encouraged that for other people as well, to step up to the plate and to sit up here sometime in the future to serve our people. That's healthy. But also I must thank my wonderful team over there that sits over there. Thank you so much. I just, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for believing in me. I thank my wife of 20 years. Thank you. I will serve the needs of my people as hard as I can, but you've got to take care of our children, our home fires. I thank you. I thank you all, and may the Creator watch over you and have you safe. Travel safe to your home fires.
Vice Chief Bobby Mirasti. Before I ask our first Vice Chief to come up and say a victory speech, there's somebody we didn't recognize and we surely would want to at this point, who is helping us and guiding us through up here, and more specifically has helped us in the election room today, is our past Mr. Speaker, a gentleman that I sat beside for 10 years and learned what I know up here. And if it wasn't for him, I would never be even close to be sitting up here. Mr. Fred Starblanket, thank you, Fred. Thank you, Fred, for being here and helping us. Appreciate that. Love that man. Victory speech. First Vice Chief Kimberly Jonathan.
Good afternoon, family. Giving thanks so much to Creator, for God our Creator, for, again, as always, keeping us safe and keeping our families safe, our home fires. I need to thank the singers for the beautiful songs, those that raised the pipe today, for us, all the prayers that continue for us, all those prayers in our communities that continue for us to be able to do the work that we do, whether it's being a mom or dad in our home fire, being an aunt and uncle looking after our nieces and nephews in our home fire, or whether it's serving you as your executive members when we're out and about. And so thankful for those prayers. It was mentioned yesterday that our chief, Bobby Cameron, got into a couple accidents along the way. And we all have had our fender benders. And I've rolled my vehicle twice since I've been elected as a first vice chief as well. So we're out there, we're serving, we're traveling, we're going about and doing the best that we can. So I thank you so much for all the prayers, because who knows what could have happened to any one of us on those travels. Thank you to everyone, family members. I refer to everyone as family members because those are our teachings. And we have to ensure that I have the same responsibility to look after my daughters, my son, as I have for your children that you've gave birth to, that's in your home fires. And that's the truth. Thank you so much again to my nominator, Chief Austin Bear. Thank you very much for continuing to believe and support in the integrity and everything that I'm trying to accomplish. And the community of Muscadet, the chief, the council, the people, thank you so much for this opportunity to continue to serve. And to my seconder from Canoe Lake, thank you to the people of Canoe Lake and Chief Francis for seconding me as well. Thank you for that. And we all know that we couldn't do what we do without a strong foundation of support in our home fires, without a strong foundation and being a life giver myself and having 4 children, 3 daughters and a little boy. I could most definitely not serve you as I'm able to right now without that strong foundation. When I brought it to my daughters and my son that I was wanting to re-seek an opportunity to serve everyone, it was with wholehearted conversation that my family also decided that they wanted to serve you as well. And truly, our families do serve. They're our unsung heroes. And I think my daughters are here now, and their dad is amazing. I mean, someone that's a mom, a dad, and a full-time employee as well with the RCMP, but he keeps them at their volleyball games. He keeps them at the parent-teacher interviews. He keeps their home fire going so that I can be out and embraced in your community. So just stand for a bit, and I know they're all so shy, and I just want to thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And those that we have parents that are also help with them, and Uncle Buck is one of them, and then my dad and my mom, my brothers, my sisters. And I had a beautiful moment yesterday, and I know I need to share this with our Mr. Speaker, Fred Starblanket. And we went to the Okanese fundraiser at Dakota Dunes, and he said, we shared a dance, and he said it was the first time in 20 years that he had a dance. So with honor and respect, we hold you up, and at the end of this, when we're doing our exit, if Cheryl's here, I'd like to ask if you'd join us with our exit through on out, Mr. Speaker, Dad, Starblanket. So it was a privilege, it was an honor to serve you in the last 3 years as your first Vice Chief of the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations. But it was also an honor and a responsibility that I accepted wholeheartedly as your interim chief for 10 months. And with that experience, with the work that was in front of me, and with all of the discussions that I've had with many people, I dig into my soul, and I will full-heartedly serve our chief of the Federation of Saskatchewan and work with him, because I know how hard it is, and I know he's going to need the support of his executive. He's going to need the support of the senators, the elders, and everyone. So I'm looking forward to being able to work alongside you, Chief Cameron. All I ever offered before, and all I'll offer again, is that I will give you the very best of myself. I know I will fall short. I know I'll have missteps, but I am humble enough to embrace those missteps. I am humble enough to ensure that I learn all those lessons that Creator is putting in front of me to learn to be a better servant to Creator and to the people. So it's with that respect that I will continue to hopefully see all those baby girls and let them know that they can do anything that they want. They can become an executive member, they can become a beautiful mother in their home fire, they can become anything they want. And I offer you the very best of myself. Hi, mitaki yasin nanaskam tinawa kakiao.
Thank you, First Vice Chief. Now we'd like to recognize our new Chief of the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, Bobby Cameron. Chief Bobby Cameron.
Before I make any comments, during the campaign period, each and every one of you go through the same emotions and the ups and downs during that campaign period. And when it's all over and it's all said and done, the feeling of, thank God it's over. It's pretty humbling, and it's an honor to be elected to this position. It's been an incredible 4-year journey here, the last 2 terms as a vice chief. Please bear with me, because I have to acknowledge people in the crowd. Linda from Stanley, Doreen, Mason from Onion, Ungo, Smokey in the back, to the Tipwin family in Wichikin, Arlene and your family, Barrett Grey Eyes, Paul Ledoux, Lee Bill. I see Annette Lonechild in the back, Tyson Bear, Joe Crow, Richard Stonechild, my older brother Mike Starr in the back, James Starblanket, my cousin Christine, Rusty, Carl Kennedy, to my Buffalo family from Daystar, my mummy, Caroline Atchinham, Auntie Ruth, West Ballantyne, my sisters, my tribal chief Steve Jim through thick and thin. It was you who inspired me to be a good speaker when I first saw you as chief of Wichigan Lake First Nation. Because when you guys signed the MOU in 2011, I was a counselor at the time, and I was sitting there, and my chief, Stephen Jim at the time, gets up to the podium, and he spoke so fluently and eloquently in his words. And my bro Steve, I told myself right then and there, man, I can do it too. I can do it too, because I have a good teacher in Steve. To the Wasakase family, Lloyd, Dennis, Fred, Teddy Clark, the Dene clan, solid as they come. The Dene crew, Smy, Carlton, Ian, my big brother Anita Peranto, Julius, Jamal, Randy Saratsky in the back, Simon Job and Lasasse in the back, Velma Knight, Lyndon, my bro David, Brian, Margaret, Wes, Kelvin, Robert Head, Samaganus, Daryl Watson, Mark Arcan, The Bull, Austin Bear. I had a tremendous dream the other day, and I shared it with you this morning. To our veterans in the back, Arlen, Rocky, Ray, every one of you, the Haster crew, O'Soup, and of course my nominator, my mother, Chief Mary Ann Daywalker. To my seconder, Peter Beatty, who's not here, if you're out there, thank you so much for having that confidence in me. My other Nistas, Austin Heathen, Irvin Little, each and every one of you, and if I forgot somebody, please accept my apologies. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be here. We speak from the heart, we work from the heart. Our team here at the executive level, did we have disagreements? Did we not get along? Yeah, we did. Certainly we had disagreements. But that didn't stop us from continuing to pressure the government to continue to push for that inherent and treaty agenda item. That didn't stop us. Are we going to go through some troubles in the next 3 years? Oh, probably. We probably are. But it's not going to stop us from pushing for all of our 74 First Nations, from the Dene crew in the Athabasca Sector Road to the Lakota territory and that genealogy fight that they're having. To BTC, Little Pine at Lloydminster Casino. We're here to support you, we're here to advocate for you, and we're here to be beside you every step of the way, based on our inherent and treaty rights. I thank each and every one of you for supporting me, for believing in me, for having that confidence, that respect, that friendship and laughter. It's been an honor. It's been a blessing. To all of you in the crowd, thank you, Marshi Cho, Dinigi, Miigwech, Washte, Hai Hai, and God bless you all.
Your chief, Bobby Cameron. At this time, we will prepare for our taking our flags out. For your information, once the flags are taken out, we are going to put down our pipes. So if you'd like to come to our elders' room and participate in the putting down our pipes from this great week we've had here, you're more than welcome to do so. So I'll ask the veterans if they could please come up and help us with our grand march out. Again, we've had a special request from First Vice Chief to accompany Fred Starblanket in this grand march out. So we're getting prepared for exiting our assembly. Once again, safe travels home, and please join us in leaving the assembly in a good way, in a traditional way, in a way with honor and respect. Miasin. We ready? Okay. If I could get the newly elected and present executive to come over here and we can shake hands when we're done our protocol of retiring our flags. We have our veterans up here. If I could get the vice chiefs to and our newly elected chief to come up to the podium so we can march the flags out in a good way, please.
Ready? Can we have the executive, please, at the front? We can shake hands later. I still want to maintain that order. You can congratulate them later. Delegates? While I have the mic, I want to acknowledge former speaker, the white-haired gentleman in the wheelchair, Freddie Starblanket. No speech from Freddie, but please acknowledge him. Yeah. Okay, I have the. There's a national conference on people, so get a hold of First Vice Kim Jonathan for more information on that national conference on Treaty 1 to 11. All right. Or whoever portfolio has it. Okay, Crooked Lake, take us home. Flag song.